Good morning. My name is Jessica Sprague. I'm the Director of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. We will be coordinating efforts of the first responders to address the current emergency situation. At approximately 7:45 a.m. this morning, we were made aware of a bioterrorist attack against Manhattan, New York, infecting 1 million people with the virus. We do believe that there are approximately 600,000 people that remain on the island that are not infected. However, in order to protect the people of New York and the United States, we must ensure full containment, so all bridges, tunnels to and from Manhattan Island have been closed until further notice. The Governor of New York, Andrew Cuomo, has declared a state of emergency, and President Donald Trump has declared Manhattan Island a federal disaster area. Emergency response agencies, both state and federal, have been notified and are implementing procedures to provide New York with every possible resource to address this emergency situation. The Red Cross, Salvation Army, and voluntary organizations active in disaster are setting up relief centers to provide water, food, shelter, and clothing to anyone who has been displaced. These relief centers are located at the following places: Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, Astoria Park in Queens, Stevenson Institute of Technology in Hoboken, Newport Center Mall in Newport, Whitman Park in Brooklyn. Additional locations will be set up and the public will be notified as soon as we have additional information to provide. We have determined the intention of the attack was to infect the maximum amount of residents in Manhattan in order to quickly spread the disease throughout the city, state, and country. The virus was spread by infecting the primary water supply. The New York City Department of Environmental Protection has tested water sources, aqueducts, and reservoirs that provide water to the state of New York and the island of Manhattan, and they have not been infected. We have to assume at this point that ground zero for contamination is on the island of Manhattan. At this time, we do not have a specific location. We are asking as a precautionary measure that anyone in the state of New York only consume bottled water or water that has been purified by boiling for a minimum of 5 to 10 minutes. We also know that this virus may be present in the infected person for up to 3 days before the victim succumbs to the disease. It is more than possible that there were people infected that have left Manhattan Island and are infected and among us now. We ask that anyone who has been on Manhattan Island and come into contact or consumed water from this area report to your local hospital to be tested for the virus. If you or someone else has become infected, please report to a local hospital immediately. Symptoms include odd behavior, loss of speech, gray pasty skin tone, attacking other people, and attempting to eat their brains. At this time, a cure does not exist. However, we have teams in place working rapidly to contain the area and those infected and set up an extraction area to rescue those that are not infected and still on Manhattan Island. Once rescuers' efforts begin, those retrieved will be brought to the Governor's Island for quarantine until they are determined to be free of the virus. If you have a loved one on the island or have been separated from your family that may be on the island, please report to one of the relief centers. They will be updating lists of those who have been recovered every 2 hours. We also need the public's assistance. If you are in contact with someone on the island, please let them know we are making recovery efforts and to wait at the top of any high-rise building or any building with a helicopter landing pad. We are hopeful that this matter will be resolved with coordinated efforts of state and federal agencies and volunteer organizations such as the Red Cross. That is all the information that we have at this time. As soon as further information and details come in about this attack, we will let you know. Thank you for your time, and good luck.